Ladies and gentlemen, a resounding round of applause for Dr. Michael Pinder.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for HMC for this opportunity. This presentation, I think I redid it 9 times, and the more information I found out, the more it concerned me. And Belinda, I'm from Peckham. I'm an East End boy. As you will see on the bottom, there is an international understanding. If the world increases 3 degrees worldwide, that will add 10 feet of water to every single part of the world. What I've done is, I've gone through it, and I really did get upset. I've gone through slides and pictures, and I've taken a video and chopped it to pieces so it's quicker. All what we in this room can help change the future. Because if we don't, there is no future. You can't run a hotel underwater. You can't run a hotel from the desert when there's no food. All our children, mine and everybody else's here, are our future. They are the future of hospitality. They are the business model of tomorrow. So please, as much as it can be painful, and it is every time I see it, please try and understand where I'm coming from. Next slide, please. Please press play. Can you press play, please? No? Back 1 slide. No? Go back 2 slides. There. While they're figuring out how to press play, you will see slides from the floods in Bielsa. You will see the video from Edo State 2025. In Port Harcourt last week, there were floods. In Jos, there's droughts. Kaduna is the same.
3 degrees. It can be the difference between snow and sleet, wearing a jacket or not. In your day-to-day life, it may not seem significant, but 3 degrees of global warming would be catastrophic.
Heat waves, droughts, extreme precipitation, even fire. 3 degrees of warming is really disastrous.
The scary thing is, the world is well on its way there. Since the Industrial Revolution, the Earth has warmed between 1.1 and 1.3 degrees Celsius.
This is a problem that babies you pass in the street will have to live with.
Children born today are up to 7 times more likely to face extreme weather than their grandparents. If global temperatures do rise by 3 degrees, what would their world look like? A rise of 3 degrees would affect everyone. Even wealthy cities and rich countries wouldn't be immune to the consequences. European capitals like Paris and Berlin would bake under more extreme heat waves. So far, many developed cities have gotten off lightly, but some rural parts of the world are suffering disproportionately. Smallholders, small-scale farmers, for at least a month of the year. Northern Africa could see droughts that last for years at a time. But for some, too much water will be the problem. 10% of the world's population lives on a coastline that's less than 10 meters above sea level. For these coastal inhabitants, a 3-degree world would spell disaster. By 2100, global sea levels could have climbed by half a meter from 2005 levels. Low-lying cities like Lagos would be especially vulnerable, with up to a third of the population displaced. And it could all get to this threshold by the end of the century. Climate modeling might show us the weather, but it doesn't show us its other effects on society. Established migration patterns could change. Climate disasters may exacerbate reasons people cross borders. Within countries, more people will move to cities. In a 3-degree world, tens of millions of people a year could be displaced by disasters made worse by climate change. As migration around the world increases, there could be more competition for fewer resources. Water, already a highly contested resource, will be a focal point. Turkey's new Ilusu Dam has reduced the flow of water into Iraq. China lays claim to rivers vital to India and Pakistan.
The best way to deal with a 3-degree world is not to go to a 3-degree world. And that's why increasing efforts on mitigation are important. It's why working towards negative emissions that could bring down the temperature after it peaks are important.
The scale of change needed and the slow progress of governments so far means 3 degrees of warming is uncomfortably likely unless more is done. Despite existing pledges, greenhouse gas emissions are still set to rise by 16% from 2010 levels by 2030. The need to act has never been clearer. There's still time to reduce emissions so that a 3-degree world remains fiction rather than becoming fact.
Next slide, please. I watched that video maybe a dozen times trying to cut some information down on it. But here's where we all don't realize. 1 in 11 jobs globally are travel and tourism. In fact, that's actually increased now. 12% of all food wastage comes from our industry. Not yours, our industry, the hospitality industry. 8% of all greenhouse gases come from hospitality. It's something we all need to realize. If we don't help change the future, there will be no future. Because as you saw in the first video, this is fact, this is not fiction. Next slide, please. Press play.
Sustainability is everywhere these days. Sustainable jet fuel, sustainable fashion, sustainably sourced food. So many people, products, and businesses are using it, it's become a bit of a buzzword. But what exactly does sustainability mean? When applying the word to business and society, the most common definition used comes from the 1987 United Nations Brundtland Report. It defines sustainability as the practice of meeting the needs of society today without compromising the needs of future generations. It's the mindset of living our lives and running our businesses like you are going to be living here for the next 50, 100, even 200 years. Currently, that's not what's happening. We're over-consuming basically everything, land, water, materials, so fast that the Earth, it can't keep up. July 29th.
Earth Overshoot Day, 2021.
That's the day in 2021 that we used more materials than the Earth is able to make back in an entire year. For the rest of the year, we're just borrowing from the future.
Actually, we're more like that Muji friend that always asks to borrow money, but we all know they're not paying you back.
So, are we living sustainably? No. Modern society is not. We're meeting some of the needs of people today, but we are definitely compromising the needs of our kids, and their kids too. If we continue with business as usual, according to NASA, human-caused climate change will worsen. Prolonged droughts, wildfires, floods, hurricanes, and unpredictable seasons will bring about intense food and water insecurities for future generations. But sustainability is more than just environmental issues.
There are 3 circles to sustainability: environmental, social, and economic. Environment focuses on caring for the earth to make sure it has healthy ecosystems, not polluting and cleaning up our air, oceans, lakes, and rivers, maintaining forests, jungles, deserts, and wetlands, and leaving enough land, water, and healthy soil for the wild to thrive. Basically, we have one planet. Don't destroy it. The social aspect is taking care of people and their communities. It's creating equity, paying workers fair wages, having safe working conditions, and giving health, happiness, and prosperity to those who don't have it. Basically, take care of your neighbor. Don't ignore them and don't exploit them. Lastly, the economic aspect is ensuring that you don't dive right into economic ruin. It's supporting a profitable business that is free of corruption and overwhelming debts. Basically, look beyond short-term growth and focus on long-term stability.
And you must have all 3. Sustainability encompasses environmental, social, and economic aspects. It's like a spaghetti dinner. You need noodles, sauce, and a bowl. If you lose one, you either have just noodles, a saucy soup, or an absolute mess. So, sustainability. Is it a product, a business model, or a lifestyle? Well, actually, it can be all 3. Sustainability is the pursuit of creating a less wasteful, more responsible, more equitable world for all living beings on this planet. It's a complex term that isn't used the same across all businesses and products. Be aware, there are a lot of people who have hijacked the word to try and sell you on the idea that their product or business isn't bad for the earth, when in reality, it is. This is called greenwashing, but we'll get into that in another video.
Next slide, please. This is home truth time, people. This is Port Harcourt and Lagos. The one on the right is Lagos, the one on the left is Port Harcourt. And this is what we're throwing away, now burning. So to start with, we're destroying the environment for throwing all our plastics away, and then we're destroying the ozone layer by burning it. Next slide, please. Abba. This is Abbey Estate. This is as you drive into Abba, it sits there waiting for you. Next slide, please. What we must remember, yes, is we are in Nigeria, we're in Africa. It doesn't mean we can't make a change. We are intellectual people. I'm a visitor. This is your country. And everything you do, and you can do it, can be done by your own people. Climate change has caused numbers of earths affected in Nigeria, including increased flooding, which you'll see the next slide is Edo State. I've rode down Lekki when it flooded. In the 14 years I've been here, you can see it only getting worse, not better. It will reduce yields for agriculture, which has already started. Enugu used to produce its own rice in mass. It's reduced. You used to export palm oil, you used to export bananas, and a lot of other different bits and pieces. Now you import more than you export. A basic stable food like a banana, you're importing more and you used to export it all. Droughts. In the north it's become obvious. There are massive droughts in the north. Africa alone is suffering. Sudan, Ethiopia, it's now years before they have rain. Look at where I come from in the UK. The temperature on Monday will be 35 degrees. I'm English, for God's sake. We have water, it rains. It doesn't go to 35 degrees. the highest in recorded history. And it's like that year in, year out. There are wildfires in Greece. They don't have wildfires in Greece. There are wildfires in the UK, France, Italy. We don't have that, but we do now. This is called climate change. It's one of the only things the scientists have got right as far as I'm concerned. Flooding, we've already seen flooding in Lagos. We've already seen it in Edo, Benin, Port Harcourt. All the waterlying areas are already experiencing it. And it's not going to stop unless everybody in this room does one little thing. And it's so simple. And believe it or not, it saves you money. Next slide, please. This is a picture from Bielsa. As it states here, flood waters don't rise. They swallow homes, hopes, and harvests. Farmers salvaged what they could. Families stood strong. This is what climate change looks like. Not statistics, but soaked fields and abandoned homes. Next slide, please. Environmental, sea levels will rise. Desertification is exceptionally bad. It's where you remove the top course of soil and you're left with nothing behind it. Waterborne diseases. It's on the increase everywhere in Nigeria. Malaria, typhoid, it's all on the increase. Heat waves. Yes, heat waves not... Port Harcourt's the hottest I've ever had it. It is really hot in Port Harcourt at the moment. When it rains so much, it floods. Yes, Port Harcourt has a very diverse climate, but not like this. And it's getting worse. And everybody in this room is to blame, including myself. We have to stop what we are doing. We are hoteliers. We provide service. We provide hospitality. Let's lead and show people how we do it. Hunger and malnutrition. It's already in the north. It's already in East Africa, some parts of West Africa. We can't produce what we don't have. Next slide, please. There's a lot of slides like this for one reason. This is Nigeria. That's Nigeria. This is what happens when we don't look after our environment. Next slide, please. Key way climate change could affect Nigerians' children tomorrow. That's all of your kids, all of them, and your grandchildren, and your great-great-grandchildren. It will affect them all. If food insecurity has already started worldwide, waterborne diseases already started, extreme heat stress. They predict 50,000 people in the UK will have sunstroke next week because we're not used to the sun. We don't have sun like that. When it rains, same thing. We have never had an issue where we can't water our flowers or wash our car. Now we have. This is affecting the entire world. Mental health issues. Witnessing extreme heat results, disruption of lives can significantly affect everybody. It can affect you time and time again. School closures worldwide. Schools are closing when they can't survive the heat or the floods. There is no happy medium, and there is no safe place. Nowhere in the world is safe. Next slide, please. This is fact. Look up behind the lady in the canoe. It's flooded, it's gone. It's not there. Next slide, please. Why are Nigerian children particularly vulnerable? Poverty and lack of access to healthcare. This is fact. Many Nigerian children already live in poverty, making them less equipped to cope with additional challenges posed by climate change. Dependence on agriculture, which we are becoming more dependent on a daily basis. A large proportion of Nigerian population relies on agriculture, making them highly susceptible to climate-related disruption in food climates. Limited awareness. There are many lack the awareness and preparation for climate change. Impact at community level, leaving children particularly vulnerable. These are our children, our future. If you go through, next slide please. If you go through it all, it hits home. A woman, a harvest, and a way to survival. Look behind her. She's literally trying to find and save her harvest. And everybody in this room can do something to help it. Next slide. Please. Next slide, please. 4 pillars of sustainability. As the video explained to you, social, human, economic, and environmental, exceptionally important. Hospitality fits into all 4. Next slide. As it says here, submerged, not forgotten. Look at the river. The river reclaimed everything. Where somebody lives, where somebody survives, is taking it all back. Next slide, please. Human sustainability enhances human capital by investing in health, education, access to services, skills development, while balancing growth and well-being. Social sustainability aims to preserve social capital by investing in essential services that support communities. When we build a hotel, we do it all. All of it, that's what we do. This was a shop which people shopped from, what people survived from. It's not a shop anymore. I never touched it. Economic sustainability aims to enhance living standards by preserving capital through efficient resource usage, leading to long-term profitability. This report I read from top to bottom, and it confused the hell out of me. But it's telling us the same story which people have been saying for 40 years. King Charles has been on this thing since the 1960s. And nobody's listening until now. Environmental is essential for improving human well-being by safeguarding virtual natural resources such as land, air, and water, and minerals. Oh. Hang on. Benefits. And this is where we really don't understand, any of us. What Dr. Belinda told us was 100% correct in every aspect. Because we're Africa. Yes, we have tribal differences here. But global standards are global standards. In the place I'm in now, every single thing you'll see is what we are doing. Hotels implement energy-saving measures such as an LED light. 1 light bulb comes out at 3 watts. When you go to the market and buy a 60-watt light bulb, It's costing you a fraction of the cost, but it's lasting a fraction of the time, and you're spending more on power. It's unbelievable. Efficient appliances and smart control systems. We have sensors in all our rooms, in all our corridors, everywhere. If there's nobody there, it goes off. It works on our AC systems. It works in, as I said, corridors, offices. When you open a door to our balconies or our front door, your AC system will turn off. This is not just being clever for the environment. This is saving me money every single day. Every day. We save money. And if you start doing the calculations cost-wise, you realize that your LED bulb, if you buy it from the reputable place, will last a lot longer. It will last a lot longer than the one you purchase from the market because it's cheaper. Cheaper doesn't make more efficient. It can cost you more. Water conservation. Hotels can drastically reduce water usage by installing low-flow fixtures, implementing water recycling systems and encouraging toweling. We all do it. Every hotel in the country does it. Please protect the environment. If you wish your towel or your bed to be changed, put your card on the bed or your towels in the bath. It saves us money. But it also saves water, time, electricity, labor. So we're all gaining from it, but we're also helping the environment. Waste management, one of the hardest things to do. I am the first person to agree. Sustainable hotel needs to prioritize. Through comprehensive recycling program, organic waste, minimizing single-use plastic, thereby decreasing the problem on the pollution of the ocean. Well, we have a lady who comes around my hotel every week, and she picks up all the bottles, all the little plastic bottles, and she regurgitates them. She uses them for something else. We planted 37 pineapple plants. When we get the pineapples into the hotel, we cut the tops off, we plant them, and hi bingo, we get a new pineapple. It's only 30. That's very true. But it's 30 which we didn't have. So the cost factor is we saved ourselves money for what? For free. Absolutely free. And we all want to make money, but we all want to be here tomorrow. It's very, very simple things to do. It really is. We turn off our boilers at about 11 o'clock in the morning, and we turn them off for 5 hours. And that's what we do. It's very, very simple. Non-use of non-toxic cleaning agents, very hard to do. Diversity say they have the ultimate solution. I'm yet to see it. Energy and water conservation measures reduces everything, and it saves you money. The thing which we're trying to do is we let everybody know. We let all the big companies know. We are not a Marriott, we're not a Hilton, Radisson. They're doing that already. They've been doing it for years. But they just don't tell everybody. But if you read in their websites, you'll get them 2 lines. Protecting the environment. We do a lot with our community. We collaborate with our communities in where we are. So our 2 local communities, we do a lot with them. We help them to help us. We're growing lemongrass at the moment, and we want to grow bitter leaf to see how much we can actually grow and make it look nice at the same time. If we don't help each other, we need to reduce our footprint. So we try to endeavor to employ every person from River State first and foremost. We train, retrain, retrain, retrain. When a comment was made, this person doesn't fit in this place, but they're good at here, we do cross-training. We've done it since day one. By doing cross-training, you will find where somebody's niche is. We've just promoted a gardener. He's going to become a receptionist because the guy is fantastic with people. He really is something else. It's important what we do. We do it for the community and we do it for Nigeria. This is Nigeria. This is nobody else's country. Look at the pictures as they go through. Rethink your practices by using recycled material. Refuse all single straws. We use paper straws. We are using wooden knife, fork, spoons. And we've done the costings. It's cheap, well, it's not cheaper. I think it saves us 20 naira per set to use wood, which is biodegradable. We're using biodegradable takeaway packs, not plastic. Slightly more expensive, but a downside better for the environment. Olga, put the one back on the last one back. Thank you. Design an eco-friendly, reusable plan. Sit down with other hotels. Talk to them. Okay, what have you got what you can use? What have you got what I can use? Talk to each other. I want to start a compost heap, but I'm having problems with it because I will use the compost as fertilizer for all my plants because we have a massive area. There's nothing which is not possible. We tried the implementation of recycling stations on every floor. Didn't work. Didn't work for us. Doesn't mean it won't work for you. But we do recycle as much as we can, and all our wastage is split up, so we have bottles, plastics, etc., etc. We reuse the oil, even these yellow palm oil things. We give them out to staff to utilize in their own. If not, we sell them back to the company. So they will reuse them and we will make revenue. Reduce food wastage for over a 3-year period. Everybody can afford to do that. There is not one person in this room who doesn't serve a buffet and you sit there going, wow, what a waste. Look at your menus. Look at what you can sell and how you can sell it. Don't sit there thinking, no, now, my cycle buffet says I have to have this on a Monday. Look at what you have and how you're doing it. Look at your portion control. Human beings are greedy people. They will sit there, they will fill a plate with so much food, then they won't eat it. Reduce the size of your plates. You can't stop people from eating, and I would never want to do it. But you can stop people from being greedy. Stop wastage. When your chef cooks and you're peeling your potatoes or prepping your meat, what are you doing with all that fat? Are you melting it down? Are you reusing it? Potato skins are very, very, very healthy. Are you throwing them all away? Carrot skins, same thing. Are you purchasing wisely? Are you just purchasing to waste? Please think about it. Reduce your food wastage. Analyze what you do over the years. Look at where you can save costs. It doesn't matter how much you save. Please, if you sit there going, well, I saved 10 naira today, credit to you. 1, you're saving 10 naira. 2, you're making your footprint a lot lighter. Next slide, please. As I say here, it takes one stone to make a ripple. Can you be that stone? Can you throw that stone in the water? Because as soon as all the large hotels and the big hotels start making a difference, everybody will follow suit. And if you look at the latest tax reforms, there's tax relief on sustainability energy. And it starts next year. Will it be much? I doubt it. But it'd be more, something is better than nothing. If you look at these people here, this is a flood, people. Look at them. A flood. Next slide, please. Replace single-use plastic with reusable or biodegradable options, such as refillable toiletry dispensers, which we've just gone to. All of our small little plastic conditioners, soaps are gone. We now have dispensers in every room, every bathroom, except the guests. They're all dispensers, and they are professional. All the large brands have done it over the years. What we put in is what we get out. We need to lead by example, all of us. Compost food waste, I've tried it. I really have tried it. I've got to figure out a better way. Digital check-in, digital check-out options to reduce. This is what the big brands have been doing for years. We shouldn't have to play catch-up. This is Africa. Africa is where mankind started, for God's sake. So we should be leading by example. Provide reusable water bottles and water refill stations. We've tried it, doesn't work, but it could work in your hotel. Next slide. Source locally grown organic seasonal vegetables and ingredients. That's what we've been doing for the past 12 months. We don't get a lot, but we get what the local has. When all these people are saying, okay, I'm going to import this from Lagos, Benin, Abuja, we try our hardest to source it locally. It reduces our carbon footprint. We track our inventory properly. What we don't do is we don't. Okay, put the slide back. Thank you. Partner with local farmers, produce to support the community. We've actually approached 2 companies in Enugu to buy rice from Enugu. It's closer than anywhere else, and the rice is actually quite good. Okay, now you can go to the next fund. Next photograph. People, this is all at the same time. Floods in the Bielsa. But there's one thing every single picture will show you. The resilience Nigerians have. You can't knock a Nigerian down because they will get back up and say, God willing. And they will carry on doing that. Next slide, please. Green building designs. A lot of the hotels are going into that now. You've got clean air for most buildings now. Our new hotel in Abuja will have a clean air filtration system. We will maximize for light and ventilation. The more natural light we can bring in, the better it is for the hotel. It will reduce the AC requirements. We are aiming, and we always will aim, for leadership in energy environment design. What I don't know, I learn on a daily basis. And I've learned a lot in 6 months about this. Next slide, please. This is what Nigeria is doing for Nigeria. LNG, Finnan Park, Bonny Island. High prep. They've already started with a lot of projects, but they've already restarted planting mango plants. Mangoes protect the environment, they reduce the CO2 gases and erosion from the water sides. Coca-Cola. They're always into something. They invest in companies that start up focus on combating plastic pollution. There's a lot of bottles out there now which are made of paper. God knows how long they'll last. Unilever, Green Habit Initiatives, they're all there. Guinness, Dangote. But what are you doing? What are you people doing to protect your country, your environment, and your children? I can't ask anybody, but all I can do is request you try. Change a light bulb. Save yourself money. When you leave an office, turn the light off. It's that simple. The more you start saving today, the better it is for your children tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. I apologize for the gloom and gloom, but it's something which had to be said. So thank you very, very much.
Because of time, we're going to be taking just one question for Dr. Pinder. Anyone? Just one, only one question we can take for now. Yes, there's someone over there, so he's going to be the only one we're taking. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pinder. I really enjoyed everything that you have explained. And during the training, there was a picture of a water and a plank building. Now, you talked about environmental sustainability. Now, my question is, what specific measurable action is the hotel or hospitality industry taking to reduce its environmental impact, and how are these actions contributing to a more sustainable future?
Thank you very much, and that's a real heavy question. We can only start at home, as in your own hotel. If your owner builds a hotel which was once a river, expect to lose your hotel. When you build your hotel, make allowances. When you refurbish your hotel, make allowances. Sustainability for the future is the only way there. Go to anybody, any website. Go to, as I said, Radisson, all the big groups. They are pushing home sustainability, because without sustainability, there is no tomorrow. There's only about 9 countries in the world which will survive adequately. The rest won't. Africa will not survive it. We're already halfway there, and look what's happening. When you build your hotel, make sure you think, okay, how can I save money and protect the environment? How can I do something like this? As I said, as a joke, I planted 30 pineapples, just the tops of the, and now I've got 30 pineapple plants. It's great. We've planted coconuts, lemongrass. These things help the environment, help the hotel. What have we got to lose? You actually have nothing to lose. Change a light bulb to LED. Look at your water consumption. Look, we have split units in our hotel. Do I like them? No. I don't like them at all. I always want what Ogeyi Place Hotel had in this hotel. They have a central HVAC system. Long term, it will save money. Short term, no. Long term, yes. But what you put in is what you get out. Please understand, we are the future of our tomorrows, of our children. Look at what you do every single day by a different way. When you say, I'm looking to save money, okay, we'll get the right light bulb. There are people out there who know very, very well what to do and how to do it. There's no problem in the world by saying, hey, can you tell me about it? I did it with Ebby today. Ebby, tell me about this. Why wouldn't I? I learn every day. All of us need to learn every day. You're here to learn. Learn how to protect your hotels for the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Dr. Pinder. Thank you. Sustainability may sound overwhelming, but just identify low-hanging fruits and what can work at the moment. Thank you very much.